Hi, my name is Nikki, and I'm going to be talking to you about the sound barrier and the progression of supersonic flight over time. Information about the supersonic boom and what it actually is. A supersonic boom occurs when the supersonic aircraft travels faster than the speed of sound, which is also called Mach 1. Sound waves merge and create one big shock wave so that the person on the ground will hear a large boom. In the film Top Gun Maverick, when Maverick reaches this sound, it is only heard from outside the aircraft. This is actually a very accurate depiction, as the person in the aircraft cannot hear the supersonic boom because they're moving so fast that the sound doesn't have time to catch up with them. However, it also didn't go completely quiet for Maverick, as the sound in the aircraft is still the same. This is because sound travels at the same speed at which it is passing through. The film also shows Maverick switching the aircraft to a scramjet engine at roughly Mach 3.5, which is a supersonic combustion engine that ditches the turbine and rotary. It essentially mixes the fuel into the air flowing through it at supersonic speeds. It's also more efficient because it doesn't have the moving or rotary parts. It relies on the natural rounding of air to produce thrust, and as you can imagine, if the aircraft is going at supersonic speeds, the greater that the faster that it's going, the more thrust it's going to produce. A timeline on the sound barrier alongside supersonic flights and the breakthroughs that have occurred through time. And on the 14th of October, Chuck Yeager, who was a US Air Force captain, became the first person to break the sound barrier. He was flying the Bell X-1 experimental aircraft, which is that orange aircraft that you can see in the top left corner. He only flew at supersonic speed for about 18 seconds. 1953 on the 18th of May, Jacqueline Cochran flew a Canadian Air F-86 Sabrejet, which can be seen towards the bottom of the page, and became the first woman to break the sound barrier. Jacqueline was coached by Chuck Yeager, which we know broke the sound barrier in 1947. She reached a speed of about Mach 2. She was also the first woman to be inducted into the Aviation Hall of Fame, so this isn't the only feat she made in aviation. In 1973, the FAA, or the Federal Aviation Administration, created a law that wouldn't allow commercial airplanes to fly at supersonic speeds over the United States. This was because of the supersonic booms and the sound that they make. Although many companies such as NASA continue to produce these supersonic aircraft in an attempt to reduce the sound of the sonic boom and continue commercial supersonic flight. 1976, perhaps one of the more well-known feats in aviation took place. On the 21st of January, the Concorde flew its first passenger service. British Airways flew the aircraft from London to Buran, and Air France flew it from Paris to Rio de Janeiro. In 2003, the Concorde was retired from service because of the noise pollution that the supersonic boom created alongside the high cost to run the aircraft. Supersonic flight, and what should we anticipate that to look like? So NASA has created a new supersonic aircraft called the X-59, which has reduced the sound of the supersonic boom. The company Boom is also creating supersonic aircrafts, with many airlines already having placed orders. Only a few days ago, on the 22nd of March, Boom flew their XB-1 aircraft in the same airspace where the Bell X-1 first broke the sound barrier in 1947. So I just have the bibliography for the actual information in my presentation itself. And I also have a separate bibliography just for any photos that were shown throughout my presentation. Right, thank you for watching.